Hey, welcome back. We're on part 22, still in the Endless Tower. Now we've fully upgraded our weapon. We're going to head over to the canvas, guys, and begin stage 5, trial 1. So for this one, you can skip Minoko and just have Marlel perform Last Chance, followed by Phantom Strike, and that'll kill all the enemies. So yeah, skip Minoko, Marlel, Last Chance, Phantom Strike, dead. Yep. So in this one, we're going to get the rest of the Endless Tower finished. That's going to take us up to about 20 minutes, and we're just going to head outside, do a little bit more exploration, guys, before we call it a day for part 22. Yeah, so next up will be stage 5, try 2. So for this one, exactly the same again. Skip Minoko, and then cast Last Chance and Phantom Strike as Marlel. Yeah, so in my text guide, I've covered a lot of ground at the moment. Yes, I've covered a lot of ground. I mean, I've only wrote up to part 23 in terms of the text part 23, but what I've wrote past part 23, there's probably about 3 parts there. I've just not divided it into parts yet, that's all. So next up will be stage 5, trial 3. So for this one, have Minoko cast Portier Crash, followed by Chapelier Slash. Marlel will then cast the Guard Down, and then Last Chance, because these enemies are a bit stronger. And then Syle's going to use Fortune's Fury on Marlel, almost forgot a name there, and Intervention. And then Marlel, once it's back to her, she'll use Phantom Strike to finish them all. Yeah, I've got a good chunk of the guide, and what I'm trying to do now is I'm trying to get the video for the next day kind of recorded the day before, just so I can get into the guide and just smash it. I'm just trying to get the whole guide planned out now, because as it comes nearer to the end of this guide, I need to start working on other things, and it would just be nice for me to have this all planned out, and it would just be more easy and relaxing when I come back and record this, because it's already planned out. I was got to obviously optimize it, run through, just practice, make it so I learn it all by heart, so I can just run through without any problems, just go straight from A to B. So that new Pictos we've got, guys, charging critical. Yes, we're going to put that on Marlel, and once that is learned, she wants to learn that as Illumina, and so does Minoko. Yes, charging critical. So I'm putting Marlel for now, but once it's learned, equip its Illumina on her, and also on Minoko. So for this fight, guys, stage 6, trial 1. Skip Minoko, then have Marlel perform Last Chance and Phantom Strike to finish them all. Yeah, so as I've got up to so far on one of my accounts, basically my first one, which I'm planning it to begin with, and then I kind of go through it again on my other accounts just to double check things and whatnot. Yeah, so for this one, stage 6, trial 2, have Minoko cast Portier Crash and Chapelier Slash, then have Marlel perform Last Chance and Phantom Strike. Yes, where I am at the moment on my first account, like I say, I'm probably on about maybe part 24 or 25. Yes, I'm currently doing about 125 million damage when I properly buff myself up. Yes, about 125 million. And I still have some things to go. Still some things to acquire to make it even stronger. The strongest enemy in the game, I think he has like 48 million health or something. So once you can cover 50 million, you can kind of kill anything. This is on new game, of course. So for this one, stage 6, trial 3. Yes, I have Minoko cast Portier Crash, followed by Chapelier Slash. Marlel cast Guard Down and Last Chance. Syle will cast Fortune's Fury and Intervention on Marlel, and then Marlel will use Phantom Strike. Yeah, so this setup we're doing in this fight, this is basically when you want to really power yourself, when the enemy's really strong. This is basically like your other move at the moment, to really make yourself as strong as you can. So Minoko will go, Marlel will go, then Syle, then back to Marlel, and then she'll be like fully buffed up, ready to hit the boss or the bosses with like a massive damaging attack. You don't always need to do this, that's why you don't always see me doing it. Sometimes the enemy does not have much health and it just wastes time, you know, buffing ourselves so much when we don't need to. And with that one, you would have probably got to need Pictos as well. Critical weakness. So I'm just going to equip all these new Pictos so I can start mastering them. Yeah, so Towards the end of this video, we're going to do the hidden gestural arena, or is it called a dark one? I forget the name now. It's one which is floating in the sky. We're going to do that, and we're going to head north into Forgotten Battlefield. Just grab one thing which we can get there now. We can destroy the paint spike, but it's a really, really junk item. I don't know why I really go in there. I guess just to show you it's there. And we should do a very small bit of exploration on the north side of Forgotten Battlefields, and then that'll be it for the video. So for this one, Minoko is going to use Portier Crash followed by Chapelier Slash, and then Marlel's going to use Last Chance and Phantom Strike. No need to go to Sile on this one. Have Minoko do his attacks, but yeah, when he gets Marlel, just go straight into Last Chance and Phantom Strike, and that'll kill them all. Yeah, that'll be stage 7 trial 1. If any of you are kind of interested about what I'm doing next, I've still not quite decided. Yeah, I'm still kind of pondering what to do next. So stage 7 trial 2. For this one you need to fully buff yourself because these enemies are quite strong. Sometimes you can kill 2 of them, but there'll be 1 remaining. This way you kind of need to buff yourself up properly. So Minoko will cast Portier Crash followed by Chapelier Slash. Marlel will cast Guard Down followed by Last Chance. Sile, Fortune's Fury and Intervention on Marlel. And then Marlel will use Phantom Strike to kill them all. Yeah, I'm still deciding. Very, very, very close to doing Death Stranding and Onimusha 2. Very, very close to doing that. But what I'm hoping for, if I can get this guide all planned out, and I've still got like a few parts to record, then once it's all planned out, I can kind of start working on maybe Onimusha. And then once this is finished, I might start Death Stranding straight after this is finished, like probably like a day after. And in the background, I'll be kind of working on Onimusha at the same time. Because Onimusha, that's something I need to kind of plan out fully before I can start uploading any videos. Because it's one of them games where you have to plan out your resources at the start of the game can affect things at the end. So I need to plan it all out. It's not something I can just kind of plan out and record and upload as I've been doing with this. And I can do it with Death Stranding because I've done Death Stranding before and know what's involved. Of course, I've just got to optimise it a bit along the way. So for this one, yes, you want to have Minoko cast Portier Crash and Chapelier Slash, and then Marlel can go straight into Last Chance and Phantom Strike. That's all the stage 7s. So next up is stage 8, and just make sure you're still going back to the flag at sometimes, guys, and upgrading your attributes. Just increase your damage a little bit more. And of course, when you get new Pictos, equip them so that we can master them. Yep, and as I'm getting on with the rest of this guide, as I'm planning it, I'm getting very, very close to the area where you fight Simon. I've been thinking, do I go and fight Simon at the end, at the very end of the Platinum, or do I just do it when we're going to pass him? Because we are going to pass him before we complete just a few extra areas. So I might do Simon on the way, not at the very end. I might just do him when we pass him in the text guide. I will see. But with Simon, I might put a separate guide up for him as well, because I know a lot of players have a bit of trouble with Simon. And if I can come up with a build which makes him basically a piece of cake, yes, I might do. We'll see. But yes, for this one, remember these enemies, they'll do their last stand attack, so be ready to either dodge or parry. But yeah, that was stage 8, trial 1. So what I did with that one, I skipped Minoko, then I had Marlel perform Last Chance and Phantom Strike. And of course, remember to dodge their last stand attack. Remember, you listen to that little whoosh sound. They'll walk towards you, they'll stumble around for a bit, like they're about to vomit, and there'll be a whoosh, and they'll drop down shortly after. So stage 8, trial 2. Minoko is going to cast Portier Crash, followed by Chapelier Slash. Marlel will cast Guard Down and Last Chance. Finally, Sile will use Fortune Fury and Intervention on Marlel, and she'll then finish with Phantom Strike. If a Chapelier isn't dead after this, Marlel should have 1 turn remaining. Just shoot the enemy afterwards. I mean, there's a 90% chance your Phantom Strike is going to hit the Chapelier, but like I say, if not, just shoot her on Marlel's remaining turn. I need to try and equip myself with certain skills so I can make it like a rhyme, because Portier Crash followed by Chapelier Slash kind of rhymes a bit. I need to give Marlel some new skills, try and make like a big rhyme in the strategy. Yeah, a little poetic strategy we could use. We could make a recording of it. But yeah, stage 8, Troll 3 next. I've actually named that wrong. I've put chromatic sack of potato. Such a weird word that is. So it's ultimate, not chromatic. Ultimate sack of potato. Right, so for this one, we are going to have Minoko cast Portia Crash, and then a Chapelier Slash. And then Marlell's going to use Guard Down, followed by Last Chance. Siles going to use Fortune's Fury and Intervention on Marlell. It will then finish with Phantom Strike. Yeah, so Ultimate, Sakapatati, Chromatic Glaze, and the Obscure. Massive chunk of experience there, 4 million. Doing these trolls, these in this tower quite early is really helpful because you get lots of experience from it. I mean, this is probably going to push up to level 90 no matter what your level is. This is going to push you to level 90 almost, this in this tower. It's also going to allow you to fully upgrade whatever weapon you're using, which is nice. You don't really get many good Pictos in this though. Yeah, so that's one bad thing about it. You think at the end of this in this tower you get like some really strong Pictos, but you don't. So for this one, stage 9 Trial 1, so you're going to be getting a lot of enemies now which you need to shoot. So our strategy is going to change very slightly, our poetic strategy. So you're going to have Minoko cast Portia Crash, followed by Chapelier Slash. Marlell will then cast Guard Down, and then shoot the Chromatic Ballet enemy. Yeah, so she'll cast Guard Down, and then shoot the Chromatic Ballet. But make sure you keep 1 AP, because once you've got 1 AP left, if the ballet enemy's not dead, she'll then cast Last Chance. Then over to Sile, she's going to cast Fortune's Fury and Intervention on Marlell, who will then use Phantom Strike. And if the flying enemy is still alive, then she'll just shoot it afterwards on a remaining turn. But yes, that's how this strategy is going to change slightly now, because you'll be getting a lot of strong flying enemies. So same again, Minoko will cast Portia Crash, followed by a Chapelier Slash. Marlell's going to then cast a Guard Down, and then she's going to shoot the Chromatic Demonure. Yep, so Guard Down as Marlell, and then shoot the Chromatic Demonure. Remember, shoot him in his weak spot. I think most flying enemies, they always have weak spots. It's mostly their head, unless of course, I mean that guy's obvious, his big mine. Yeah, either when the enemy's dead or when you have 1 AP left to cast Last Chance. Over to Sile. Sile's going to cast a Fortune's Fury on Marlell. She'll then cast Intervention. Marlell's going to take over and cast Phantom Strike. That should finish off the enemies. If the flying enemy is still flying about, then just shoot him on your final turn. Right, next up is stage 9 and Troll number 3. So now we have the Chromatic Dancents. Sorry. Yeah, so same thing again. To be honest, we don't have a flying enemy anymore, do we? Oh no, we don't, because there's no flying enemy. So just do your fully buff yourself for this one. Minoko will use his Portia to crash, then his Chapelier is going to do a slash, then Marlell's going to knock their Guard down, then he's going to give him one last chance, then Sile's going to get the Fortune of Fury, and there'll be an intervention, Marlell will take over, and then she's going to do a Phantom Strike on all the enemies and defeat them. I also just realised that Frost VK, I called it a Thunder one on my text guide, so I've just fixed it. Right, so next up we've got 2 more stages left, stage 10 and stage 11. Remember, if you've got plenty of experience since, head back to a flag and upgrade your attributes, guys. It'll just help you to increase your damage a little bit more. So for this one, stage 10 trial 1, yes, got Chromatic Portier, Chromatic Demonure and the Clair enemy. So as we've been doing with these flying enemies, Minoko's going to have his Portier crash, then his Chapelier is going to perform a slash, then Marlell knock their Guard down, then he's going to shoot the Chromatic Demonure, hopefully kill him, but make sure you keep 1 AP. Yeah, so Guard down and then shoot the Chromatic Demonure. That's it, and then he's going to cast Last Chance. Either do it straight after killing that flying enemy or when you've got 1 AP left. Right then, once it's Sile, over to Marlel with Fortune Fury and Intervention. Then Marlel will use Phantom Strike. 5 more to go. Yep, and then we're straight into another battle arena after this, but that one is like a solo battle. Yeah, so new Pictos. Oh yeah, remember these notifications are mega delayed. I think that fuel in break, when did I obtain that? It was... Wow. Fuel and break, I obtained that about seven fights ago. Yikes. Mega, lots of lag. Right, stage 10, trial 2. They can't keep up for my speed. Right, so for this one, you've got a lot of Chevalier enemies. They're all chromatic, gold, steel and ceramic. So because there's no flying enemy, we can just use our normal buffed up attack, guys. Make sure it's buffed up fully, otherwise one of these might be left standing. Maybe the gold guy in the middle. So yeah, Minoko, Crash, followed by a Slash. Marlel, Guard Down, followed by Last Chance. Sile, Fortune Fury, and Intervention, and then Phantom Strike. The last challenge, you think it'd probably be the hardest, but it's probably one of the easiest. Just because it's the only one per single enemy. Now when we get to stage 11, this is going to change up slightly. Because you'll see after our attack, there's going to be one enemy left. But don't worry, we'll be there in one fight. So for these punks on stage 11, Trial 3. Yeah, they think you're scared, but we're going to defeat these quickly. With... just by buffing ourselves like normal. Portier, Crash, Chapelier, Slash, Guard Down, Last Chance, Fortune Fury, Intervention and the Phantom Strike.
Last chance. Deck. Show me what you can do. Fill me in. Your time to shine.
Yeah, we do have to use Verso a bit later for a side quest. And it kind of trips you up a bit because your build is not... you don't really know how to set him up, do you? But luckily, yes, I've got a way to just quickly select very specific Lumina on Verso, specific weapon, specific strategy, and it ends the fight really quick. So yeah, don't worry about that. If there's ever any fights later where we have to change character, don't worry, I'll walk you through all the strategies used. Yeah, so for this one, stage 11, trial 1. This is that one which I mentioned can be a bit tricky. Right, so Minoko, Porter, Crash, Chapelier, Slash. You know what we're doing by now, you know the score. Marlel, Guard Down, and Last Chance. Now, when Sile does her moves, and we go back to Marlel, the enemy is still going to be alive. There's going to be one enemy remaining. Yeah, the duelist. Sorry, is it the duelist? Yeah, I think it's a duelist. He's got a mega huge chunk of HP, that punk. Yes, look at this, he's still alive. Right, so for the duelist, we're going to cast Stendhal. And that should finish him off on your remaining turn. Yes, on Stendhal, finish him off on your remaining turn. Like so. Right, stage 11, trial 2. So yes, that's all we do, guys. You cast Phantom Strike. If the boss is not dead, then on Marlel's remaining turns, you just Stendhal a normal one, just one more time. So for this one, yes, we're going to be basically fully buffing ourselves now. But it's the same with this battle. If there's a boss left standing at the end, just perform Stendhal on it. It'll likely only be one, no more. That's where you can get away with using Stendhal on it. You probably noticed as well, our gradient attack is building up a lot. After Marlel performs a Phantom Strike, you've basically got three bars built up. Look at that, 3 bars built up. So if I used a level 3 gradient now, we'd get a level 3 gradient trophy. But Marlel does not yet have level 3 unlocked. But as you can see, it is quite easy to build up level 3 gradient attack with the right skills equipped and the right strategy. I mean, we built up level 3 with just one turn. The enemy didn't even get a go. So for this one, this is the final one. Painted Love, and these two punks, Unfortunately for them, they share the same health bar. Yes, they are married. They share everything, even their health. So what we're going to do, just attack one of them. But you're going to buff yourself like normal because these do have a ton of HP. I'm not entirely sure how much it is, but it's definitely in the millions. Yeah, they have 1,000,000 of HP between them. That's it, so just buff up Marlowe like normal. And then you Stendhal, and they are defeated. Yeah, for better for worse, once you take out one of them, it'll defeat them both. Nice. And look at this, 75 million damage. So we're already doing more damage than the strongest enemy in the game. 75 million. Like I was saying, the strongest enemy in the game has about 48 million. So once you've finished every single challenge, come over to this fading woman and exhaust her dialogue. I've not spoken to her yet, so first of all I'm going to be saying yes, I'm going to do the trials, but then I'm going to talk to her again, and because you finished them all, she's going to give you a haircut. Yep, you're going to get a bald head haircut for Marlowe. No, you don't get that one, I don't think, anyway, not as far as I know. But yeah, just talk with her, you'll get a haircut. I think this one is a ponytail. Yeah, or the Mohican full of women. But yes, once you're done, we're going to head outside, and that's the Endless Tower complete. Of course, we've got the trophy as well, guys. Yeah, you get a trophy, of course, for completing the Endless. So once outside, just head out to the world map. Right, and now for another arena. Like I say, this one is a solo fight. And also, you should have got a record. So, that record there, clear. You should have got that record for completing the arena. Clear. Right, so outside, we're going to be heading across to Yellow Harvest, if you remember. And above it, that floating island is like a little Colosseum type thing. Yes, here. We are going to drop down, guys, and head inside to the Dark Gestural Arena. So it's a solo fight, so we're going to be using Marlowe. So make sure she's buffed up ready. You've got everything on her which you want on her. Just going to upgrade my attributes a bit more. Of course, I'm only upgrading attributes which affect my weapon. Right, so once you're ready, come and talk to the NPCs, the num-controlled characters over here. There's probably not really much point in
What is it?
because you're not going to be using anybody. You only get one person, so pictures on everybody else doesn't matter because you're not going to be using them. But yeah, talk to the pots. Yeah, they all look the same. I think they're triplets. Yep, I have no idea how these guys breed. Maybe they just rub the pots together. But yes, I'm going to pick Marlowe. Right, so in almost all these fights are going to be a sack of potato enemy. Yeah, potato. And that's all potatoes do. They try and attack you when they're dead. Yeah, potatoes always try to get one sucker punch in right at the end. So because they're quite weak, all we're going to do for this first one, round 1, fight. We're going to use Last Chance followed by Phantom Strike. Yep, so Last Chance followed by Phantom Strike for round 1. Right, round 2, let's go. So round 2, the same again. Last Chance followed by, yes, a Phantom Strike, you guessed it. So again, it's another potato enemy. So he's going to try to drop on you at the end like a sack of spuds, but we're going to parry or dodge. I mean, he's probably not going to kill you because you've got shields. I mean, to be honest, it might not even damage you due to our shield. But if you parry or dodge, at least you know you're definitely going to avoid it, and you get that lovely 20% bonus at the end. Right, so for round 3, you've probably not done the strategy before, so I'm just going to tell you about this one. So for this one, you need to use Last Chance followed by Phantom Strike. Yes, Last Chance is one of them skills. What it does, it pushes you into your next turn, but it also gives you 9 AP, but it brings you down to 1 HP, so it triggers a lot of bonuses. And the Phantom Strike, yeah, it lets you attack a lot of enemies at once, which is pretty nice. But yeah, that's round 3 done. So the final one, yes, round 4. Now this one, be very careful. I mean, this isn't needed for any trophies, I don't think. But if you pick the wrong option here, or you die, then you completely miss out on this fight. And you get an outfit after doing this. So yes, just for 100% completion purposes, of course wanted to show you this. So yes, round 4. Why have I wrote chromatic rangers? It's not, it's Golgra. I have no idea how I wrote that wrong. But yes, round 4, as you can clearly see, it's Golgra. So yes, all we're going to do to beat her, last chance followed by Stendhal. Why did I write Ranger Potato for this guy? But yeah, you get a nice chunk of experience, 1.2 million. Colour of Lumina. Be honest, that Colour of Lumina was from the fight before. I think I'm still getting the rewards. Oh yeah, you did get combo attack 3 though. So that actually you probably won't get if you don't do that last fight. But yeah, once you're done. Right, let's just equip these Pictos we want. So it's got a little bit of exploration. Yeah, so now we're going to leave this area. We're going to head north into the Forgotten Battlefields. Yeah, heading into the Forgotten Battlefield is completely optional, guys. The item in there is probably even worse than that Colour of Lumina we found in the Flying Waters. Do you remember Flying Waters? We went all the way in there, like right deep into the middle, just for a Colour of Lumina. Well, this item is probably even worse. It's a polished Chroma Catalyst. And we have to head inside here just to get that. But yeah, just in case you forgot where this place is, guys, it's just to the north of the Dark Jester Arena, straight across the sea. There we go. Right, once inside, we're going to just head forward until you get to First Flag, and then we'll warp to the Fort Ruins. Yep, and then the item is like quite near there. Yeah, like I said, it's completely optional. This item is a waste of time, to be honest, but yeah, but just for completion purposes, really. I've done well so far. I could start avoiding things which are kind of pointless, but we've done well so far, so I just want to keep it going, guys, if I'm honest. But yeah, I'm still thinking about doing another guide after this where we just speedrun the platinum only and doing it hard mode and getting only things required for my strong build and for platinum. I'll probably run past every single enemy as well. So when we get to Fort Ruins, yes, break that paint spike, and there it is, guys. You'll get that polished Chrome Catalyst. The least useful item in the game. Right, so once you get around here, just climb back up to the flag by using the handholds, guys, and then you want to go back to the continent. We're very, very close to the end. Just a little bit more exploration, guys. And that'll be it until part 23 tomorrow. Hopefully that'll be enough to keep you going for now. Right, so once you spawn, you should spawn on the north exit to the Forgotten Battlefield. You want to go left first, over to this upper ledge. Now down here is a journal. That's Julie's journal. Julie Search and Rescue. Me Julie. Yes, when you got that one, come over to the end of the path near this ruins. Over there you'll find some chroma. And you'll find another journal. This one is at Verso. Yes, why is Julie and Verso's journal together? That's a bit telling. Something going on between them two, I bet. But yes, grab that chroma on that broken bridge to the north. And to the right of it, guys, is a flying Demi-Noir enemy. Yes, he's a chromatic type, but he's mega weak. He's pathetic and chromatic Demi-Noir. So yes, that's all we're going to do. Skip Minoko and then shoot him in his weak point. The huge mine above his head. Then next up, go southeast into this new area, guys. Yep, into the stone quarry. Inside here, it's going to trigger the flag. We're going to come over to the Troubadour. Now with our build, there's supposed to be like a little mini game here where you have to kind of either dodge or let the notes hit you. You're supposed to avoid the red ones, but absorb the green ones, I believe, let them hit you. And there's a journal entry there, guys. That's journal number Expedition 48. Grab that journal, Expedition 48. So this is a Neveron quest. So you're going to talk with him, but like I say, with our builds, you can't actually attack him, but when you do auto death, that does attack enemies if you've got specific luminous equipped. So we're going to die. We're going to cast Burning on him. And by the way, the character you're controlling is a character you play for this. So make sure you're controlling Marlel when you talk to him. That's it. We're going to die. We're going to cast Burning on him. And when it comes over to him, he's going to be burnt. And we don't even have to do that minigame. There's another minigame later on which is quite tricky. And you can skip that one as well. So afterwards, talk to him again, guys. And you'll get that Pictos. that Pictos upgrade, and that also confirmed that he completed his quest. So just make sure you spoke to him again afterwards, guys, to finish his dialogue. And that'll be it for that video. So part 22 done, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on part 23 tomorrow. See you on the next one.